It's Wolf, and it's time for the multiplayer part of the Call of Duty Black Ops playthrough. But before I show you guys some multiplayer, I just want to show you guys something cool about this. A lot of you guys probably know about this if you've played Black Ops and stuff. But you can actually get out of the chair in the menu screen. So if you hit, I'm on PlayStation 3, so if you hit R2 and L2 a bunch on PlayStation 3, Mason will break the arm restraints, and you can wander around in here. You can't really see very much. Well, there's kind of an important thing. So if you go over to, where is it? Right here. There's a computer. You can actually do a whole bunch of stuff on this. Particularly, you can actually like log into. Oh, hang on. It's a different keyboard than the normal PlayStation one. I think you can log into different people's accounts. I think if I log out of Mason's or whatever. Oh, hang on. It's kind of a distraction from the main multiplayer part here, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. You can learn a lot about like the story of the game through this, other than what you actually learn in the story. Because you can log into the email accounts. Well, not email because this is pre-email, but like mailboxes of various characters that that you run into in the campaign. Like I think you can log in like Kennedy's mailbox and stuff like that. And you can also, there's some cheat codes you can enter in here, like to unlock the. You don't unlock the zombies levels beforehand. You can play a zombies arcade that way, which I kind of forgot Black Ops 1 had. Anyway. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do on the computer. That's a whole separate thing. Anyway, multiplayer though. So, well, first off, we gotta see if it actually works, because I changed my username on PlayStation, and not all older Call of Duties like to cooperate with that. A lot of them do, but some of them don't. Like Black Ops 2 does not. So we'll see. But it's doing something. Now, Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer is actually, I think, the multiplayer that I've played the least, probably. I didn't own Black Ops 1 when it came out. I just never really ended up playing it that much. It's kind of interesting though, because Call of Duty Black Ops and also Black Ops 2 just have a lot of stuff in them. So there's the whole wager matches and everything, so you can do COD points. Not like the viable COD points that came later, but we'll just try and see if we can play some team deathmatch. Yeah, as you guys can see, rank 1, I've like literally played this practically none. Just the Black Ops multiplayer, I don't know, I just never really enjoyed it that much. I did play it a little bit when I had first gotten Black Ops, but I don't know, it just felt different to me. It just didn't really pique my interest as much as some of the other Call of Duty games. There's just some weird stuff in it. Like there's the whole camera thing. Like you can, like one of the like gadgets you can use like a camera, which is just odd. I don't know. It's probably not really like in actuality that different from other Call of Duty games, but this one just, I don't know, feels kind of weird. Also, wow, that's a lot of years spent playing the game. It scrolled by, but over 100,000 years people have spent playing this game. It also might just not find this lobby because it's currently pretty late, at least in the United States, as I'm trying to play this on a weekday. So just nobody might be on. We might also run into some modders, so who knows. We apparently it works. I know it works. It seems to work after username changes, because we are matched with somebody. So, okay, now we're not matched with anybody. Hang on, okay, well the little thing says there's almost 500,000 people playing. So, I don't know where they all are. Wager matches, would they? I don't even think I can play wager matches because I need COD points for that, which I don't have any. I don't know, if there's like 400,000 people online, where would they all be if they're not in team deathmatch? Well, not even 400,000, like almost 500,000. That might not be accurate though. If I can't get it to work soon, I might just kind of call it quits for this and come up with some title that's not like misleading for this video, because I'm not actually gonna end up playing multiplayer in it if I don't find a lobby soon. because I have a lot of other stuff to record still. I gotta record zombies after this, and there's like 3 zombies levels I gotta record for Black Ops 1, and then I gotta try to record the Black Ops 2 playthrough within the next like day. Wait. Okay. We're getting some people. There's a couple people. Oh my goodness, it's already been 7 minutes? Jeez. Time really flies when you're recording. Oh, okay, here we go. Now we can actually play a match. 3v3. Like I said, never really played Black Ops all that much, so I probably suck at it, to be honest. In general, I feel like I'm not that great at Call of Duty, but they're easy to record playthroughs of, so, you know.
Team deathmatch.
Alright, we got a couple more people even now.
Make this quick and clean.
Alright. See how this goes. I'm like completely unfamiliar with these maps, just since I just never ended up playing them really before. I think I remember playing this one like one time, like when I first got the game. I remember I really enjoyed the campaign of this game. I thought it was really interesting, even though at times it got a little bit repetitive gameplay wise. And the zombies mode is pretty good, but Ascension in particular, Ascension's a pretty good map. It's not one of my favorites, but it's not bad. One of the main things that annoys me about this Call of Duty though, and you guys have probably noticed it also throughout the playthrough and everything, I have no idea why whoever designed the sound for this game decided to do this, but whenever you fire guns in this game, you can hear the bullet casings hitting the ground, and it is like this like high-pitched like ding 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 ding. And whenever I fire a gun, you guys will, like, if you pay attention next time I fire the gun, you'll probably notice it too. And it is so annoying. It is legitimately one of the biggest complaints that I have about this game, is just the way that the sound design is with that, because it happens no matter what surface you're on also. Like even right here, like you can still hear them hitting the ground even though it's dirt. Like that wouldn't make that sound in real life. And as soon as like I apologize for pointing it out, because once it's pointed out to you and you realize that annoying like dinging sound whenever the casings hit the ground, you can like never get it out of your ears. But it's just so annoying. And it's on like every single gun. Okay, not on that one, but like on a lot of the rifles, they all make that sound. And I don't know who the heck was putting the sounds together and was like, yo, you know what'd be a good idea? Because it also isn't in any of the other Call of Duty games, I don't believe. None of the other ones have that weird sound effect. But anyway, that's beside the point. I don't even have custom classes yet because I've played this game so little. I think this Call of Duty and probably Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and 3 are pretty tied for Call of Duty games that I've played the least.
Enemy spy plane above.
World War II, Call of Duty World War II, I haven't played that much, but that's just because I just haven't gotten to playing it yet. I've owned it for a while, I just haven't really put a lot of time into playing it. Ooh, look a little.
Counter spy plane up, they're blind. Friendly spy plane inbound.
I like the weapon choice in Black Ops 1. I think there's a lot of cool weapons in Black Ops 1. It's kind of interesting too, because in Black Ops 2, there's sort of a strange carryover of weapons. There's a lot of weapons that are like futuristic versions of guns from this game. And there's a lot of weapons that are like futuristic carryovers of guns from like this game, or just general like modern day guns but futurized. But in the campaign mode you also have all of the traditional guns, because some of the campaign missions take place in like the 60s or 70s still. And then on top of that though, in zombies mode you have whoa, what the didn't know that could happen. in zombies mode you have a mix of both of the like old school weapons and newer weapons, which I think is interesting. But in multiplayer mode in Black Ops 2, you don't have like any of the classic weapons. It's like all the futuristic ones. Which, you know, now that I think about it, it's kind of strange that in Black Ops 2, and I guess this is more of a conversation to save for when I do the Black Ops 2 playthrough, but it's kind of strange that Black Ops 2's multiplayer took place like completely in the future and didn't have anything really that carried over from like levels from the 60s or whatever, because there was a fair number of those levels in the campaign mode of that game. I mean, it jumped around in time and everything, but like to have none of that in the multiplayer mode is a little bit weird.
Our spy planes in the air.
Especially because you've got all the weapons already from the campaign. Like, I don't know, kind of just an odd decision, I guess.
Spy plane standing by.
Oh my goodness, a spy plane! I got a kill streak.
Our spy planes in the air.
I don't remember if Black Ops lets you pick your kill streaks or not. I think that might have started with Black Ops. Black Ops might be the first one that lets you pick your kill streaks, because I know Modern Warfare doesn't, and World at War doesn't. But this one might. If not, then it's probably Modern Warfare 2. But I believe you can pick your own kill streaks in Black Ops. If I remember right, I don't know how many of you guys watched Minnesota Burns. I mean, he still makes videos every now and again, but his channel is kind of like, he disappeared for so long that a lot of people kind of abandoned his channel. But Minnesota Burns was a guy that used to make like really popular Call of Duty videos back, goodness, when I was in the 8th grade, which would have been like, man, 7 years ago or so, so like 2013-ish time period. Yeah, would that be 7 years? That seems about right. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, yeah, that's probably about 7 years ago. Anyway, Minnesota Burns, if I remember right, the very first video that he ever uploaded on his channel was some original Black Ops gameplay, which is kind of cool. Just stuff to talk about while I'm filming this. So, Minnesota Burns, I remember he had like a really big following. It's kind of wild, his whole thing, because I feel like he's arguably one of the first people that just quit doing YouTube without really like that much controversy causing it. And I mean, he did come back eventually, but I feel like there's not very many YouTubers who have just like quit YouTube and gone on to do something else. Because there was a thing where like somebody had hacked one of his accounts for something and like leaked his address, so he got really angry. He got in like a Skype call with him, and it was some kid, and he told the kid, he got kind of like mean with the kid. He told the kid he was gonna like fly out there and like kick his face in, which like a bunch of people got angry at him for that. They were like, how could you say that to a kid? Which is like understandable, but also when the kid leaks your address and you're like a public person, and like as you're already like, I think he already got like threats and stuff as it was, you can't really blame him for being that angry. But he ended up, just his stuff like slowed way down after that whole thing, and he kind of disappeared. And then his channel became a community channel, because he had the Trollarch Office channel, where other people could submit their Call of Duty like trolling videos, and that just like his channel sort of became that, and he sort of disappeared, except for like one episode of hate mail I think that he did during that, and then disappeared for a long time, and then was interviewed by Keemstar or somebody, and they asked him what he had been doing the entire time. And he pretty much just said, like, playing street hockey. And eventually, though, he did end up start uploading videos again. And I believe if you look at his channel now, he still is pretty much the primary uploader on that channel now. So it's kind of back to what it was, but just he lost so many subscribers because of leaving and everything, and especially though because of making it a community channel. A lot of people felt like it was kind of a betrayal. I think if you look at the comments on the videos from back when it was a community channel, you'll see that a lot of people were like, how could you just gain this big following and then just kind of like shove us off to like some random content creators. Well, content creators, I guess, is the best way to put it, but because it's multiple content creators, yeah, whatever. But just kind of a crazy story there. But the other thing about that, I don't know if is this even related to Black Ops at this point, but whichever. The other interesting thing about that, though, with the whole Minnesota Burns kind of being one of the first people to sort of just stop doing YouTube, what am I thinking of here? It kind of showed, I think, a lot of people the like wealth you could gain from a YouTube channel, well, Call of Duty YouTube channel, but just a YouTube channel, because when he was making videos, he never really bragged about how much money he was making, but he made it very clear that YouTube was his job and everything. And like there was videos where he had mentioned just various things, like being able to get like a new apartment with the money from YouTube, and being able to like buy a car with the money from YouTube and stuff. But I remember in particular the thing that stuck out, at least to me, was when he had that interview where he talked about like being able to just play street hockey for years. It sounded like he didn't have a job, which is just like insane to think that you can do YouTube and make enough money to be able to retire like so young, because he was not like an older dude. And that kind of transitions me into another thing that I've been thinking of as I've been going on this little sort of long tangent here. Another YouTuber that like kind of disappeared and then apparently has just like straight up retired like before even reaching 30. Leafy is here. I remember he was not really in the same vein as Minnesota Burns, but also kind of in some ways of like the sort of trolling thing, since he just made criticism videos, really. He just, like, he didn't bully people per se, although he kind of did, but he would just, like, criticize things. He got, like, really, really popular when I was, I guess, like, a sophomore in high school, maybe. And I remember he just kind of disappeared, too, and Keemstar, I think, had an interview with him, too. And, he pretty much said that, like, he hadn't been doing anything because the amount of money he had made from YouTube, plus a little bit of money that he had just like forgotten he had in Bitcoin that he like cashed out when the Bitcoin thing went all crazy. He was like 20 and he like retired, like, which is just insane. I wish I could do that. Like, it's crazy to think when you sort of look at this like handful of people that have kind of become influencers and then quit. Just the fact that like some of them afterwards have just been able to just be done. I mean, with the whole PewDiePie thing, he didn't quit. He came back. He quit for like a week and then started making videos again. I mean, he would literally probably never have to work a job again. Like, PewDiePie could probably, like, a lot of big YouTubers could probably just quit and just never do anything again, which is just crazy because there's so many YouTubers that are like teenagers that could just quit and just be set already. But anyway, that's my that's my Black Ops talk about YouTubers quitting and being rich. Yeah. Black Ops 1 does remind me though a lot of like older Call of Duty videos. I feel like Call of Duty games, I don't know, I feel like the Call of Duty like scene has I don't know, I guess slowed down over time. Because I remember back when I was in middle school, early high school, just people were really into Call of Duty, and just there was a lot of really big Call of Duty YouTubers and stuff, and there still are. I just feel like I don't hear about it as much, but that also could just be the fact that I've gotten older and not in high school anymore, you know. Like, people have to actually get jobs and stuff eventually. But yeah, no, it's just weird to look back on it, and like, in some ways, it's even weird to be making a Black Ops video, because I remember when I was younger, when I was like, I keep saying, like back in middle school or early high school, watching people that I liked watching on YouTube making Call of Duty videos, and here I am doing the same thing. Albeit like 6 years later, but you know. It's gonna be a weird comparison, but it's almost kind of how I feel about Club Penguin videos. Like when I was younger, I remember seeing all these Club Penguin videos and always wanting to make Club Penguin videos, and then never doing it. And then finally, I get the opportunity like 10 years later, and they do pretty well. You know, some of my videos do get quite a few views. So, man, people really do love Club Penguin videos. I know that's kind of a weird thing to talk about during a Call of Duty video, but man, people really love Club Penguin still. And I mean, people like people like Call of Duty too. Like, people still are really into Call of Duty, even though, like I said, the audience seems to have been smaller or whatever. All the videos where I play the multiplayer modes of older Call of Duty games, people really seem to enjoy those. Which, like I've said before, if you guys ever see me play a game or like a Call of Duty multiplayer or whatever, if you guys want to see me play more of it, just like leave a bunch of comments, like the video and everything, and I can always come back to it and play it more. And also something that I mentioned in the World at War multiplayer video, or was that the Zombies video? I don't remember. One of the World at War videos where I had commentary, an idea that I've considered, and even though this video is going to come out like multiple weeks after that one, so I might already have heard back about it from people watching the World at War video, but something I've been considering would be, it'd be really cool if I could get like specific days together where, I don't know, like if I could do something. I was thinking like maybe like create a subreddit or something maybe. I don't really like Reddit that much, but it's the only place that I could really think of to do this. Where I could make like a calendar every month or something, and like specific days have it like where everybody could kind of get together to play older multiplayer games. So like the example I used in the World at War video was like Driver San Francisco and Bioshock 2 and older Call of Duties like this one. And then the other thing I was thinking too, it could be cool maybe if I could like once a month or something, like try to figure out an older multiplayer game to live stream, and then everybody could just like play with me. And since it would be an older game, probably not very many people would be playing it, it would be like having the whole game to ourselves. Because I've had that happen before where like there's just some games that just nobody plays, but the multiplayer is still active on. I mean, there's even newer games like that. There's that Resident Evil game that came out that people hated, the Operation Raccoon's, no, not Operation, well, Operation Raccoon City is also, it's kind of applicable to that also, but it's, Umbrella Corps. That game's not that old, and, like, literally nobody plays it. Operation Raccoon City is a similar story, though. What other games? A bunch of racing games like that. Like I said, Driver San Francisco's like that. There was a game that came out a while ago that was like a kid's game that you played as these little like gooey animal things, and I played it like 2 times, and then just nobody was online when I checked like a month later, so I couldn't even play it because it was a multiplayer only game. It was kind of a cute game though. It was kind of silly. It was squishy animals bumping into each other. Anyway though, that's completely unrelated to Call of Duty Black Ops. I feel like every time I go to record one of these multiplayer videos, I just have no idea what to talk about, so I just kind of go on to it. Every time I record commentary on anything in general, I just end up like going on complete tangents because I have no idea what to talk about. I guess this is another thing. If you guys want me to stay more on topic whenever I do commentary on another thing, just let me know. Like, people don't, oh god, dogs barking at something. People don't seem to care too much that I go off topic like super often in my videos, but if that's the thing that like annoys people, like I can stay more on topic. I don't know, it's kind of like weird because sometimes I feel like the viewership across my channel is sort of split because I do so many like kind of wildly different things on this channel. Like there's a number of people here that watch the music reviews, which are completely unrelated to the gaming stuff really. And then there's people that watch the gaming stuff, and then there's also people here that are here for specific games. There's a lot of people that watch the Burnout videos. I haven't really done a Burnout video in a long time, but like people here from Burnout stuff. There's people here from like Call of Duty stuff. There's people here from Club Penguin stuff. A lot of people here from Club Penguin stuff. So yeah, how to combine Call of Duty, Club Penguin, and music.
5 lanes standing by.
I'm thinking I might. I don't know. Should I play another match? Just these matches are taking so long that I don't really want to like. Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna end the video here, even though I'm pretty sure we only played 2 matches, just because it's kind of late and I still want to record the zombies stuff. I have so many things to record. So that's going to be the end of the multiplayer part. Zombies parts will be next. There's 3 zombies levels that I'm going to play, because I have 3 of them. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye-bye.